Title: The Devil's Advocate. Written by Alvarez. Act 1. Bruce is introduced as a legendary hitman with a reputation for always getting the job done, no matter what. His clients know that he is highly skilled, meticulous in his planning, and ruthless in his execution. Bruce has built a reputation for being the best hitman in the business, and his name is feared in the criminal underworld. When the government approaches him with an offer to take out the leaders of a notorious motorcycle gang, Bruce doesn't hesitate to accept the job. He knows that the gang is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the country, responsible for countless murders, drug trafficking, and extortion. They have a reputation for being highly skilled and ruthless in their methods, and their members are fiercely loyal to the gang's leaders. Bruce begins to prepare for the mission, studying the gang's movements, their hangouts, and their habits. He even gets a tattoo of a skull on his arm to blend in with the gang's members, knowing that one mistake could mean the difference between life and death. Act 2. Bruce infiltrates the gang and begins to gather intelligence. He discovers that the gang members are even more brutal and ruthless than he had anticipated, and their loyalty to their leaders is unwavering. Bruce struggles to maintain his cover as he witnesses the gang's violent and criminal activities firsthand. He knows that he needs to be patient and gather enough evidence to take out the leaders without arousing suspicion. Despite his efforts to stay hidden, Bruce's cover is blown when one of the gang's members becomes suspicious of him. Bruce is forced to fight his way out of a dangerous situation, leaving him wounded and on the run. The gang is now aware that they have been infiltrated, and they launch a full-scale hunt for Bruce. He is constantly on the move, trying to stay one step ahead of his pursuers. As Bruce continues to gather information, he realizes that the gang's leaders are not just powerful criminals, but something else entirely. He discovers that they are in fact demons, who have taken human form to carry out their evil deeds on Earth. Bruce is shaken by this revelation, but he knows that he must stay focused on his mission. Finally, the day of the hit arrives. Bruce is ready with his guns, his nerves stilled. He enters the gang's hideout, ready to take out the leaders, but he is met with a terrifying sight. The gang members are no longer human, but demons, with eyes that glow with an otherworldly fire. Bruce tries to make a run for it, but he is quickly surrounded by the creatures. He fights them off as best he can, but he is vastly outnumbered. Despite being overwhelmed, Bruce refuses to give up. He continues to fight his way through the demons, determined to take out the gang's leaders and complete his mission. He battles his way deeper into the hideout, facing ever more powerful demons as he goes. As he faces the devil himself, Bruce knows that he is outmatched, but he refuses to give up. He draws his guns and begins to fire, taking down demon after demon. The devil taunts him, promising to make him suffer for all eternity, but Bruce stands his ground. After a grueling battle, Bruce emerges victorious, battered, and bruised but alive. As he tries to find his way out of the hellish hideout, Bruce realizes that he has been changed forever by his experience. He emerges from the hideout, battered and scarred, but alive. He looks around at the world he had left behind and realizes that he has faced his greatest challenge and emerged victorious. From that day on, Bruce knows that he can handle anything that life throws his way. Act 3. After defeating the devil, Bruce finds himself in a different part of hell. He sees a figure in the distance, and as he approaches, he realizes that it's his father. Bruce's father died when Bruce was a child, and he had always felt like he let him down. His father tells him that he's proud of him and that he's been watching over him all these years. Bruce learns that he can escape hell by finding a hidden portal. However, the portal is guarded by a powerful demon who can only be defeated by someone who has truly conquered their own inner demons. Bruce realizes that this is his final test. As Bruce makes his way towards the portal, he's plagued by visions of his past. He remembers all the people he's killed, and the lives he's destroyed. He's overwhelmed by guilt and begins to doubt himself. He starts to wonder if he deserves to escape hell. Suddenly, the demon appears before him. It's a massive creature with razor-sharp claws and teeth. It taunts Bruce, telling him that he's not strong enough to defeat it. But Bruce knows that he must try. The battle between Bruce and the demon is intense. The demon seems to have the upper hand at first, but Bruce refuses to give up. He draws on all his strength and experience, and finally, is able to defeat the demon. With the demon defeated, Bruce finds the portal. He steps through it and finds himself back in the world of the living. He's disoriented at first, but he soon realizes that he's been gone for years. He's amazed that the world has continued without him. Bruce returns to his old life, but he's a changed man. He's haunted by his experiences in hell, and he knows that he can never go back to his old ways. He decides to use his skills for good, and becomes a vigilante, using his talents to take down corrupt politicians and crime bosses. The story ends with Bruce looking out over the city, watching as the sun sets. He knows that he's not a hero, but he's not a villain either. He's somewhere in between, and he's okay with that. He's content knowing that he's making a difference, one bullet at a time.